Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. Hashtag Glue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coop.
I'm Jack Roslovic, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid? You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Chat.
I just Googled fun facts about the city of Columbus. Columbus is the world's second largest city named for the explorer. Though I want to clarify, as far as I know, now look, I'm not a historian. What do you call someone who specifically studies explorers and the, like Magellan and Columbus and Hudson Bay? Was that the guy's name?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think his name was Hudson Bay.
Jack Hudson.
Yeah, Jack Hudson. Or was it Henry Hudson? Wasn't it Henry Hudson? Anyway, what other explorers were there? So we got Magellan.
An anthropologist?
Anthony Henday?
The explorer. A
geographer?
Wasn't he? Yeah. Guys that sailed on ships. Ships.
The explorer.
People that came from Europe to what is now North America on sailing ships.
Christopher Columbus.
He must have at one point.
What about Magellan?
Magellan, I said.
Okay.
Where he circumvented the world.
I wasn't listening.
Okay. Now, what was who is Hudson Bay named after? Is it not Henry Hudson? I don't think it's Jack Hudson. Who are we missing?
Sir Henry Hudson.
Sir Henry Hudson.
Discovered it. Hudson Bay is named after the English explorer, Sir Henry Hudson, who discovered it in 1610 while searching for a northwest passage to Asia.
Was John Cabot?
Cabot.
Was he another one? So anyway.
Probably.
Probably. Put the name of your favorite seafaring explorer in the Nasty Chat.
You know who are some of the biggest explorers in Canada? The Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
From what era?
Long ago.
Well, that certainly narrows it down.
It sure does. They tracked most of Western Canada, I believe.
Now, were they still called the Northwest Mounted Police? Because wasn't that what they were called before they were the Royal Canadian Mounted Police?
I believe so.
Right. So we need explorers who were part of the era or of the mission of Christopher Columbus. Now, as we know, the Vikings came to North America before other Europeans. They just didn't sit there and crow about it.
They didn't make a big deal.
Yeah, they didn't
publish the fuss.
They didn't post it on their Instagram. But you got Christopher Columbus coming over like, hey, look at me. Hashtag New World. Hashtag
checking in from the beach.
Hashtag I'm in India. No, actually you aren't. Checking in from. All right. So the other city is Colombo, which is in Sri Lanka. It has a population of 5.6 million. So Columbus, Ohio, named after Columbus the explorer. Apparently it was a pioneering city in water treatment technology. And Columbus was the landing site for the world's first air cargo flight, which carried silk from Dayton in a Wright Model B airplane. I'm surprised when they named the hockey team, they didn't go with an aviation theme. They could have been called the Flyers. Well, I guess that wouldn't work in the NHL.
The Wings.
They insisted they were called the Flyers or the Wings. What would be the Columbus Wings?
Jets.
It's kind of close.
Jets.
No, but when Columbus joined...
What about the Columbus flight?
When the Columbus Blue Jackets joined, I don't think the Winnipeg Jets existed. I wonder if they would have kind of made a play for that name. Anyway, we were getting a bunch of, some sarcastic, some serious responses in the Nasty Chat.
That's good.
Vasco da Gama, I think that's one. Sir Francis Drake, I think that's another one. So anyway... We'll work on that over the course of the show. So here's what's happening on Edmonton Sports Talk this afternoon, presented by Play Alberta. Jay and I are with you until 4:30. Same thing we did yesterday. We got a interrupted edition of the Reid Wilkins Show, and we're happy to be interrupted by our buddy Tom Gazzola, who will jump on from 4:30 to 5:30 with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Then at 5:30, Jay and I are back for half an hour. We'll do words of the day. We'll have our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, and we'll keep you updated on the Oilers game as they do play in Columbus against the Blue Jackets. Game 2 of the Oilers' 7-game road trip. They won last night in overtime, 2-1 against the Flyers. The Oilers now 8-6-4 on the season. 8 of the Oilers' 18 games this year have gone to overtime. They're now 4-4 in games tied after 60 minutes. The Blue Jackets are 8-7-1. These two teams played on Monday, and the Oilers pulled out a very unlikely 5-4 overtime victory. Jack Roslovic has scored the overtime goal in 2 consecutive games. I am really going to encourage you to be here for Jay's play of the day at about 3:40. So in about 32, 33 minutes, because this is a beauty, and I think it would make history in a lot of ways if it cashes. So I just want to tease people with that.
Yeah, it's
pretty epic. So I'm just going to remind people to stick around for that. Here's how you can get in touch. I already mentioned the Nasty Chat. That's the chat stream we have going on YouTube. If you are on YouTube and you have not already subscribed to Edmonton Sports Talk, please do so. And then for each individual show, and this one has just started, so you probably haven't done this yet, click that thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Let's see if we can get to 100 thumbs, even though it's an abbreviated show. We have done that in the past. And, whenever you click the thumbs up, a turtle gets its wings. Well, he feels like he's flying anyway. All right.
Something, all right.
You can also email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com, Reid @edmontonsportstalk.com. Reid is spelled R-E-I-D. And you can text 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special that's available 7 days a week except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night. That is available for dine-in and for takeout. All right, Grey Cup, of course, also coming up on Sunday. I can tell you tomorrow we'll do a little bit more on the Grey Cup. We'll probably a lot more. Darius Bowman is going to join us. This is the 10th anniversary this month of Edmonton's last Grey Cup, which was a pretty amazing run. Because remember they started the season in Fort McMurray, a home game for Toronto. Riley got hurt. Riley returned in the Labor Day loss to Calgary. He played late in the game. The Esks were 6-4, didn't lose another game.
Right.
And I believe in 8 or 9 of those games, they trailed at some point in the fourth quarter.
Comeback kids.
They were just so good at pulling it out and staying steady. I'd have to go back and look. I believe their most lopsided win of the 10 in a row was the West Final against Calgary. Like, they kicked the crap out of the Stamps. I think it ended up 16 points, but they were ahead by 30. So I think Calgary got a couple garbage time touchdowns. That was a pretty special year. So Darius Bowman is scheduled to join us tomorrow to talk more about this. And so we're going to make our Grey Cup picks tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
We're going to do the exact score. Now, can I also tease tomorrow's play of the day? Will that be Grey Cup centric tomorrow? You have to, don't you?
100%.
Yeah, like you'd be a klutz if you didn't.
A super klutz.
You'd be derelict in your duties, as that one person on Twitter accused me of that one day. He'd be too distracted to I think he's getting his play of the day in that audio clip.
Oh, Terry, no.
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen the video?
Just one there. Just one. And the cat's watching this going on the whole time. The cat's like, what's happening? The cat's like, oh, stop meowing when Terry's done.
Meow.
Okay. Oh, well, sorry. What were you going to ask me?
Nothing.
We don't know what's going on.
We don't know what's happening.
The Oilers, I remember I even said this last year, because remember we were watching the start of that game last year, and then we were like, I think McDavid left the game, and I think I even was like, darn it, something always happens in Columbus. It hasn't been a great rink for the Oilers lately. They have lost 4 in a row on the road against the Blue Jackets, having been outscored 21-10. We'll see if they can flip that around. No morning skate. I would expect Regula to get in after not playing last night, and Pickard will be the goalie. He is 3-3-1 against the Blue Jackets in his career, 2.98 goals against average, 883 save percentage. The Blue Jackets will not have Captain Boone Jenner. Apparently his injury is not short term. I believe that's how Coach Dean Evison put it earlier today. I will say this because I know I know I've probably not upset people, but I've been pretty hard on the Oilers most of this season. And just in terms of that I just don't think. Well, I've said it. I think there's some gaps in the lineup, and I also think there's just been some issues with effort and execution along the way, or thoroughness. And somebody said yesterday, I said, look, when I was saying it's going to be a 2-win road trip, somebody put in the nasty chat, Reid, why are you so negative? Yeah. I said, well, I'm just telling you what I see and what I expect, unfortunately. If they can change my mind, it's up to them to do it. But I do want to say this. There's something that bodes well, I think, for the Oilers tonight. I mentioned Jenner being out. I mean, he's a good player. Mm-hmm. Well, he's one of their best players. Mm-hmm. And the Blue Jackets are back home after a considerable road trip. Like they played in Edmonton, they played in Seattle, they didn't play yesterday, and now they're playing again. And as we know, because it affects the Oilers and it has affected other teams, sometimes that first game back home isn't great. Okay? So if you want me to present something that is positive for the Oilers tonight, and back-to-backs, I mean, they're difficult, but I don't think they're grueling. I mean, they're out east. There's a lot of cities grouped together. Like Philly to Columbus would not be a taxing flight.
Nope.
Sometimes a team that played the night before is still in game mode when they get they're right back into it early. If there was ever going to be the night where the Oilers maybe finally have a 3 or 4 goal lead halfway through the second period, like they jump on a team, this might be the night. There's my positive energy for you.
Okay,
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not guaranteeing it, but as I often say, part of our job is to present possibilities.
Is that an aura?
I'm giving off a positive aura.
There you go.
I'm glowing pink. Ooh. What is the color of a positive aura? I don't even know.
Probably the same color as those Northern Lights.
Oh, they were quite red.
That was quite a positive aura. Maybe ask Terry the Turtle what color a positive aura is.
I think he said mauve.
Mauve it is.
Okay. Oh, look who's ready with his sports update.
I think I hear him coming now.
This is the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack score the winner with your stick. Old Roscoe, another big lamplighter last night in Philly. That's 2 OTs in a row. Can he make it a triple header tonight in Colombo? Hey, is Peter Falk in net? The Flames are set to get eaten by the Sharks tonight. Hey, Craig Conroy, you're going to need a bigger boat and a better team. The Green Gophers are the favorites against the French Falcons in the Grey Cup. This will be the biggest party in Winnipeg since my brother-in-law puked on Portage in Maine. I'm Chet Palmer.
Wow, he's really aging himself with that Peter Falk reference.
Yeah.
I like Roscoe.
Old Roscoe.
So
who does he have? Ike Howard's college boy, Ike Howard. Roslovic is old Roscoe. Does he have any other names for Oilers yet?
Yeah, who's the it boy?
Well, the it boy was J.J. McCarthy.
That's right.
And now I think it's, I don't even know who it is in the NFL now. I think it's whoever is young and good. We'll see. He's got the Green Gophers up against the French Falcons in the Grey Cup.
Peter Falk. That was Colombo.
Peter Falk. Yeah, well, he was Colombo, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I'm pretty sure I got that right.
Yeah, he was.
I'm pretty sure Chet got that right. I should say.
He was an interesting looking man. Old Colombo.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well,
he was ranked 21 on the TV Guide's 50 greatest TV stars of all time list back in 1996.
Falk was?
Yeah.
So not the character, just his overall work. Because I think he had other TV shows.
I believe so.
Who was number one? Okay, let me try to guess. This was in 96, though?
Well, I got to pull it up.
Okay. If they have the whole list. I'm going to look up Peter Falk. He did Colombo. Oh, yeah, because he did Colombo twice. He did it in the 60s and 70s, and then he did it again from 89 to 2003. Lieutenant Colombo.
I know who the top three were.
Okay, so this came out in 96.
Yeah.
And these are actors, not characters. Okay, let's do this as a quick
they're
diversion.
TV.
This is fun.
They're people involved in TV.
Involved in TV.
Yes, they may not. Yes,
They may not be actors.
correct. Well, performers. Let's say they're
Johnny
performers.
Carson is one.
One.
Is number one.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't say. It just gives the top three.
So
But
this
Johnny
was,
Carson's one.
This was 1996 TV Guide ranking the 50 greatest TV stars of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, so now was one of them perhaps a puppet or a muppet or some sort of?
Nope.
They're all people.
Yep.
So in 96, who else would be up there?
I don't know why this one's on there, but you're never going to get it. Jackie Gleason.
Okay, from the Honeymooners. I might have got that eventually.
And the third one is a female.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Incorrect.
Carol Burnett.
Incorrect.
Comedian? Or
Sure.
comic?
I think.
Was I alive? Was this person big while I was alive?
I believe so.
Who would it be? Oprah.
No. She was a comedian.
She was a comedian. Who would I be?
There was a show with her name in it, not her full name.
Not. Oh, I love Lucy. Lucy. What's her last name?
Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun.
Not bad.
Fun little diversion.
Fun.
Sort of like an off-topic topic.
Kind of.
The off-topic topic is presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So in about an hour, Jay and I are going to be getting served 40-ounce steaks.
We'll be in the presence of
courtesy
of
the Canadian
40-ounce
Brew. So
steak.
Pat from the brew house is going to bring 40-ounce steaks. We've done these before or attempted to do them before, and they have their steak night coming up next.
Yeah,
Saturday?
November 22nd. Except for the Fort Saskatchewan and Fort McMurray locations. I believe they're the 21st. But Pat can
So
explain.
we'll get the dates, but it's coming up next weekend. You go to their website; they'll have all the info. So we're going to get the 40-ounce steaks. So we'll dive into those perhaps a bit, and then have supper tonight while we watch the second and third periods after
Supper till Monday.
after we get home. Yeah, probably maybe supper for Saturday's game, and maybe the Grey Cup.
Possibly.
Be pretty good. So along those lines, our off-topic topic is. I got to do this too. Don't forget.
Yes.
The off-topic topic is, what is the most you've ever eaten in one sitting? The off-topic topic. This was inspired by, what's that kid that works here, Matawanak?
I believe.
This was his idea. What's the most you've ever eaten in one sitting? This could be. I mean, it's probably going to be at some sort of family gathering or a wedding or an occasion or something like that. And you got to give us the story behind it.
I'm not a big eater. Like in recent memory, probably last year when we did the 40-ounce steak night. Like that was the most I've
Yeah,
crammed
that was a
in.
lot.
But I know in university, we used to go to this bar called Squires,
Oh, yeah.
which was below Chianti on White Ave.
Yeah, what's down? There's still something down there. Is it
I-
not
I-
Squires anymore?
Maybe it is still Squires.
Okay.
They used to have 10-cent chicken wing night, and the whole football team would go. I mean, there had to have been 400 chicken wing bones, like a mound.
Right.
I mean, 10 cents. What do you know?
Even back when we were kids, that was cheap.
Yeah. So we used to pack away a lot of chicken wings. That would probably be my most gluttonous.
Yeah. Like, I'm
know,
not
endeavor.
a huge eater. Like, I might snack a lot throughout a day or an evening, but I've never been a big appetizer and dessert guy. And remember, it's now gone. The Louisiana Purchase, remember, it was in Oliver, and
Yep.
then it moved.
St. Albert Trail.
St.
Right?
That one's gone now too. It was a great restaurant. Like, it was kind of like a staple. Like, where's a nice place to go in Edmonton? You'd say the Louisiana Purchase.
Cajun?
Yeah, and I remember once I went, this was probably, I think I was in Lloyd, like just in for the weekend, and probably went out with my mom and dad. And I remember I got an appetizer and a dessert, and I felt like that was it for me. I felt like I was going to expire. Because I ate all my entree, whatever it is. And hey, they were pretty, you got a good amount of food. So for me to have the appetizer, the entree, and the dessert, I am not used to that. Maybe for some people that's standard. I usually don't eat that way.
They had to roll you out of there.
Yeah, like usually if I'm ordering an appetizer, that's all I'm getting. I'm probably sharing 2 or 3 appetizers with other people. That's not to kick off the entire meal.
Alicia Hemming chimes in on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. I once ate an entire McCain deep and delicious cake. No story behind it. Just wanted to.
Just wanted to do it. Why not?
They sure made those look good on those commercials.
Oh, yeah.
When the knife would cut through a McCain deep and delicious.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
They didn't taste as good as they looked. I will say
Well,
that.
a lot of food advertised as true. Some of the burgers you get at places.
Well, you look at
anything. Have you ever seen how they do some of the food? And they'll use things that aren't food.
Well, in the
to make
pizza
it look
commercials
like
where
food.
it looks like stringy cheese,
Yeah.
that's glue.
Yeah.
That's white glue.
Yeah. Don't eat that.
No, don't do
Like
it.
sniff it, sure, but don't eat it. Okay. All right. Well, so that's our off-topic topic. What's the most you've ever eaten in one sitting? Why? How come? How'd you feel after? We'll have some fun with this. And maybe this is one of these that won't go anywhere. Maybe this is a memory people won't want to share.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. Let's do our Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. Hudson's Canada's Pub featuring $10 tankers and $6 tequila shots. You can also grab the $23.99 adult Happy Meal featuring the drive-in burger, fries, choice of beer, and a limited edition hockey puck bottle opener. Book your reservation now at hudsonscanadaspub.com. So you know how this goes. We're going to give clues throughout the show. Shorter show today, so we'll move along with it. And somebody wins a $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub. To win, we only look at guesses submitted on the afternoon inbox, courtesy River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. Maximum 3 guesses per person. The first clue is 1988. The first clue is 1988. Okay, so we got to do a clue. You got to, if I forget, you got to be like wave me down.
I'll wave you down.
We got to do a clue going into every commercial break. Maybe even a couple clues in one segment.
Yeah, we can do that.
So the first clue is 1988. We have the oil understood for GCL Diesel coming up. Here is Zach Kubish.
Edmonton hits the ice in Columbus to wrap up their back-to-back. The Oilers winning their last 2 games in overtime, while the Jackets beat the Kraken in their last contest. Tom Gazzola and Ben Thomson go live with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, teeing up the action. That goes live at 4:30 right here on EST. 9 other games on tap. The Sharks and Flames face off in Calgary. The Avalanche look to roll the Sabres at home while Florida plays host to Washington. And for the Canucks, Quinn Hughes missed practice today. He's day-to-day with what's expected to be an upper body injury he sustained Tuesday night. In Colorado, Scott Wedgwood has inked a 1-year deal with the Avs worth $2.5 million. On the field, the Jets and Patriots kick off at 6:15. New York 2-7 on the year, having New England 8-2 winners of 7 straight. Watch the game with Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. In NBA action, the 6-5 Raptors match up against the 8-4 Cavaliers. Tip off at 5 o'clock with 2 other games around the association. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom, open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly shock carpet with spill-proof technology. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for a 10% discount. Reid and Jay dig in on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Cass, am I right to raise an eyebrow what they decided to do in terms of maybe missing a potential practice day today?
I don't think we need to raise eyebrows. I mean, you tell me that schedule and I tell you rookie party. That's what I tell you. Number 1, Dallas, a couple days, first time this season you've had like more than a day in between games and you got 3 of them.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Summer was packed with memories.
Wait, let me get a picture.
Your garage doesn't have to be.
Wow, look at all this space.
Store your gear with Sentinel Storage and enjoy extra space all year. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
All right, thanks, for joining us this afternoon. That's North Shore, is it not?
It is.
Started a North Shore song. Jay's band when he was a younger lad. Oilers and Blue Jackets, 5:30 game today. GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola at 4:30. We will get into the Oil Understood in a second here, but first, more of the off-topic topic for William Huff. What's the most you've ever eaten in one sitting? And, of course, tell us why or something about it.
Kaiser said the Rita Challenge at the brew house about 8 years ago.
Okay.
I think it involves like a burger and a bunch of fries, but the burger's massive.
Okay.
He surprisingly completed it and ate everything. So well done, Kaiser.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Matthew Hyman in high school, 59-cent tacos. I went to Taco Bell and asked what the most was someone ate. They said 10, so I ate 12. And the manager gave me a mini football and a coupon for a free meal.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Not bad.
What's this other one? From Spency 5 Centsy. I'm with Jay, 10-cent wig night. The place we went to had half-price pizza and cheap pitchers on the same night. I think the most I had in one night was 40 wings, a few slices of pie, and a pitcher of beer.
That's a lot.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot.
That's impressive consumption.
You're doing something.
Sure.
Something's coming out the other end.
Sure you.
Both of them.
I think I hear him coming now.
And here's the sound you'd make. All right. Oh, my goodness. So, the Oil Understood, is that where we're going now? Is presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Understood.
This is your new favorite sound.
Nobody should have given me access to that sound. I'm going to make it work in a variety of different areas, everybody. 5:30 game. What did you think last night, Milne?
Oh, I like that game. I mean, they came out, they controlled the first period, which I don't know if they have done that once in all 17 games they've played. Right? I mean, they controlled the face-off circle, the shots on net. I thought it was a great start to the game. I think they fell off a bit later in the game. But ultimately, they, offside challenge gave them some life, and they finished the deal in overtime. I thought it was one of the best games I've seen start to finish. I liked Lazar's game. I liked Frederick, although it cost a penalty.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Run the goalie. That's part of hockey, right? And he's now been in back-to-back games where he's been on the score sheet, not in for scoring, but for being what you would have thought Trent Frederick would have become. So I like his game where it's going too slowly.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they controlled most of the first two periods. You would have loved if they could have closed it out in the third. Didn't go that way. Or I guess when was the Philly tied it in the second period? But I think they had a couple dicey plays later on in the third period. They did have to get the penalty kill. But what is with Dan Vladar? Has Vladar always been that much of a hothead?
He's like Binnington out there.
Overacting.
Yeah.
So he's down, and the trainer comes out, and then all of a sudden he wants to punch Janmark and just pushes the trainer out of the way and goes and punches Janmark. That was kind of weird. I thought that they played well. Now, here's the thing, and I watched Rick Tockett's media availability last night, and he said, we got to hold on to the puck more. We got to do a better job of puck possession. But he felt when the Oilers had the puck that the Oilers, most of their shots were from the outside. I would say that. The Oilers had the puck, but maybe didn't get as many threatening chances as you would like. So I still think that's a bit of a hang-up for me with the team, is that who finishes or who creates when they do get the puck and forecheck well. But forechecking well and hanging on to the puck maybe is step one of other things to come if they can keep building their game. I thought Savoy played pretty well. I think that's been a big theme in Oil Country over the last 24 hours or so. I know he got 2 points, but even if they would have lost that game, I would have thought Savoy played well. Like, even if it hadn't gone to overtime, I thought he was good in all zones of the ice. I thought he looked more confident with the puck. I mean, he was getting the puck into the zone. Him getting the blue line and getting the puck to McDavid helped set up the first goal. So that was a nice step for him. The offside challenge. So I do not look at these as lucky for the team that benefited from the offside challenge.
Why would you?
Well, because I feel as if there's a little bit like, well, the Oilers escaped. Like they thank goodness for this. Like, it took a goal off the board. And I have not been a fan of the offside review. Mm-hmm. Like, when it started, I went on a couple very mouthy rants about it on Ched. And then after a while, it's like, well, they're not getting anywhere. And it is a black or white call. I mean, the amount of times that you see one where they can't see the puck or whatever, or it's obscured, those rarely happen. It's usually, even if it's close, it's usually still black or white.
Yep.
So, I get it. And plus I've seen some of the comments. Well, the Oilers still allowed a goal. Like, they still made mistakes. They still, Skinner should have saw it, or Nurse should have covered it better in front. I get that, but you can't just always find a way to blame the team if the goal didn't count. And quite frankly, let's look at this another way. What is Owen Tippett doing?
Right.
Like, I think Louis say it somebody said it, or maybe I was watching highlights after, like, drag the leg. Like, you're taught to drag the leg. You're taught to be sure. There's no need for him to precede the play there. Be patient. Wait a split second. Like, if an Oiler did that, I don't think people would be talking about, Philly got lucky. I think they'd be saying, well, why didn't Booger McBoogerton drag his leg?
Well, look no further than Roslovic on the overtime winner.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he drug that leg about as far as he could. Yeah. And thank goodness he did, for the Oilers' sake, because it allowed that goal to stand.
Yeah.
Right? But that's awareness. That's being in the moment and not, that. Yeah. I mean, that's a mental mistake that happened with Philly. But Reid, that wasn't even from the Oilers, right? That's from
right in the final minute. That's a league review. That's a league initiated review. So it's a review. It's not a coach's challenge.
Now, did they drop in from the cloud and just do this periodically, or are they pretty? No, they're on it.
I think they're pretty good. I think the league's been pretty good with looking at stuff
so it's not like the CFL command center.
No, I think
who picks and chooses.
I think it's better than
when
that.
they interject into a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Double E says, Tippett was clearly offside. How was that lucky? No, that's not what I'm saying. And maybe other people didn't see as much as I did, or maybe I just saw this and I'm focusing on it. But I definitely saw an X after the game. Well, the Oilers got lucky. I saw some people posting that. Maybe it wasn't as prevalent as it looked to me, but it's not. It's my same. I was talking about that this morning. It's the same thing with about the goalposts. It's like, well, Skinner only allowed one, but there were like 2 goalposts, and. Like they didn't go in. The Oilers have hit posts this year too. Like, are we going to start counting the posts as goals? Of course not.
After a game like that, it's hard to understand and put at least for me, yourself into a frame of mind that finds all the negatives. Instead of saying they pulled out a win in a game which they, started the game the best start they've had. Right? There was a lot of positives. Stu Skinner let in 1 goal in regulation. That doesn't happen every day in Edmonton.
Right.
Right? Savoy, like you said, had another good night. I don't know why.
Roslovic scores again.
Roslovic scores again. And just a nasty, that 2-0. I mean, it's a 2-0, but still, that takes a lot of patience by Savoy to wait, pass that over, and then roof it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of positives out of that. And it's a win on a 7-game road trip where most people would be happy with them to go 500.
Well, starting with a win, it changes the tone of it, right?
2 points, not 1 point.
Right, and actually getting a win out of it. But yeah, it would have been tough if they would have lost, because I think I still would have felt as if they played one of their better games of the season.
Yep.
In terms of, shots and puck possession and all that kind of stuff. So, they've had some weird games this year. Like, let's look at what we've already seen. I mean, the last 2 games, that crazy game against Montreal, back to the first game of the season, blowing the lead against the Calgary Flames. Like, there's already been some weird games. And as I've said, close games. 8 of their 18 games have gone to overtime. I mean, they're on pace to go to overtime like 34, 35 times, which probably won't happen. Well, that'd be amazing if they did go to overtime that often. So some things to build on. Hopefully they can repeat some of the things they did last night and cash in on more chances. Because, like I said, they're still not scoring a lot 5-on-5. All right, second clue. Yeah. Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. So we're giving away a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. You must text your guesses, maximum 3 guesses per person, to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. And the second clue is 1991. So the first clue, 1988. The second clue, 1991.
Brilliant.
Jay's play of the day is, you got a couple, but one's a real beauty. Plus buying or selling for Damon Bunting in the next segment.
With 2 straight overtime wins, the Oilers rematch the Blue Jackets tonight. Join Tom Gazzola and Ben Thomson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show that goes live at 4:30 only on EST. 9 other games around the NHL. The Bruins challenge the Senators. Boston looking for 8 wins in a row. Meanwhile, the Kings and Maple Leafs match up. It's Austin Matthews out for a week or less, according to Toronto head coach Craig Berube. From Colorado, Scott Wedgwood has signed a 1-year extension with the Avs worth $2.5 million. And for the Canucks, Captain Quinn Hughes mispracticed and is day-to-day with what's expected to be an upper body injury that was sustained Tuesday night. Thursday night football, the 2-7 Jets take on the 8-2 Patriots. New England on a 7-game heater. New York winning their last 2. Catch the game alongside Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff goes at 6:15. And there's a trio of NBA games, including the Raptors on the road in Cleveland, battling the Cavaliers, with tip-off at 5 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
But on Monday, he did lead by example.
How refreshing was that, man? He was shot out of a cannon. I thought McDavid, you saw it firsthand. He had a lot of good first rushes. And he was skating with the puck, and you're like, oh, I remember this guy. I know that he can do this. And then in the third period, you just kind of sit back and you're like, there's the cap.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. Jay Milne, Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse after 4 p.m. Grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. The Canadian Brewhouse is going to give us a little treat in about half an hour. Well, not a little treat, a massive treat.
A roast-sized treat.
We'll see how that goes. We're getting the 40-ounce steaks here. We're with you until 4:30. Tom Gazzola takes over at 4:30 with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. If you are taking us in on YouTube, click that thumbs up. Let's see how high we can go in an abbreviated show. It'd be cool if we got to 100 thumbs in a 90-minute show. That would be incredible. And if you've already given us the thumbs up, click the share button. Send the show link by text or by email to somebody else who you think would enjoy it and who needs to get to be a part of Edmonton Sports Talk as you are.
Can I say something quick? I like this take from Double A 83. Boys played decent last night. The key is to build on that play and do it again tonight.
Yes.
That's what, you and I talked about after that comeback win against Columbus before they left on this road trip. That carried over to the first period in Philly, clearly. Now, can this play carry over to tonight back in Columbus? That's what you want to see. You just want to see positive moves.
Yeah.
So I like that. That's how
they talk about building their game, right? And maybe they haven't been as close as we would have liked early on. But and again, I do think if you want a good omen, Boone Jenner out and the Blue Jackets' first game back home after a road trip and only one day. They're also playing 3 and 4 nights, right? They're playing Monday in Edmonton, Tuesday in Seattle, and now Thursday home against the Oilers.
And it's Jet Greaves again.
Jet Greaves is the goalie. Yeah. Calvin Pickard expected to go for the Oilers. Let's do another clue here for the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. The third clue is 1992. So the 3 clues so far are...
So these are all years?
The first clue was 1988. The second clue, 1991. The third clue, 1992.
Huh.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that. We got to get clipping along with this. So if we don't get it in the next 10 or 12 minutes, we'll give it another clue before the 4 o'clock break.
Ooh.
Sound good?
Spicy.
It is. Well, it really is. It's quite spicy, Jay.
It's Jay.
Spicing it up.
It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today and deposit $50 using the EST exclusive promo code EST Casino for a $50 casino bonus.
Okay, I got a little greedy today, but I'll tell you why. First play of the day, Jay's play of the day. It's simple. I agree with Reid. I think this is a chance for them to build on the momentum, take advantage of a team that's just back from a road trip, missing Boone Jenner with Greaves and net that they already had some success with. I've got the Oilers to win, McDavid with 2 or more points, Draisaitl with 1 or more points. That was boosted to plus 215. Okay? That's a nice number for that combination. That could happen in the first 2 goals, right? My next one is a little bit of a heartwarming story. Now, as you all know, Jack Roslovic, back-to-back overtime winners. He's the second player in franchise history to record back-to-back overtime game winners. The other person, Andrew Cogliano, who did it 3 times in his rookie season, March 7th to 11th, 2008. Okay? Jack Roslovic can join him tonight. If this game goes to overtime, if Jack Roslovic scores his 3rd overtime game winner in a row, well, that's why we have Jay's Chasing History play of the day, which states the Oilers and Blue Jackets to go to overtime, Jack Roslovic to pot the game winner. This has been boosted to the biggest number I've seen on this site. Maybe certainly for Jay's
in the history of
maybe
sports
in the
betting.
history of sports betting. Yes. Plus 6305. Plus 6305. That means you put $1 on that, you're getting back almost $64 or just over $64.
Yeah. Well, though I do the odds the other way, and it's 64.05 to 1.
Yeah. So incredible odds. Now, I will say this, like any sports book, they're going to max out what you can win.
Right.
So you can't just go and put $50 on this. The max you can win off this, like other sports books, would be $250. So that's about a $3.90 wager. I figured it out.
Okay.
So you could put $1, you could put $2. Hey, if it happens, I mean, if this hits, Reid, if this hits,
we'll be living like kings.
We'll be eating 40-ounce steak nights for the rest of our life.
Yeah, that's all we'll ever have is 40-ounce steak.
Yeah, that's it. So there it is. There's 2 Jay's play of the day. Oilers to win, McDavid 2 or more points, Draisaitl 1 or more point, that's plus 215. And then the Chasing History overtime and Jack Roslovic to get it. That's plus 6305. Head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on ESC specials, and always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Yeah, that's a good one, buddy. You were quizzing me on the Cogliano goals.
Yes.
So when was it? I've already forgotten.
March
was it March of 09?
08.
March of 08. One was against Columbus.
Yeah.
And then in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then home to St. Louis.
Yep.
Okay. So those were the three teams, and that was 4-on-4 overtime in that era.
Correct.
Right. That'd be something if Roslovic matched that,
wouldn't it? In NHL history, only one player's done it. It was an Edmonton Oilers.
Right, and it's rare enough for 3 consecutive games to go to overtime.
Yeah,
and then for the same guy to score the game winner in all of them. I mean, and you'd think you would think that somebody got the mystery player. Okay, we'll give it out in a second. And you would think if an Oiler had that, well, Cogliano was like a decent player, but you would think if an Oiler had scored 3 consecutive games, it would have been McDavid or Draisaitl in
Correct.
the 3-on-3 overtime era because they score they score the 3-on-3 goals. Now it's Roslovic chipping in. That would be amazing if that hit. That would be, and I feel like for our listeners, and most of them are Oilers fans, if the Oilers win the game in that fashion, great, and maybe they sprinkled on that. If the Oilers go out and dominate, win 5-1, you still feel great. You put $2 on the bet,
right?
Okay, to win. I think I put $2 on it to win 130.
Yeah,
so
it's
why
pretty
not?
Good odds.
Why not?
64-1.
All right.
Good.
Do you want to do? We'll give out the mystery athlete after we do buying or selling.
Sure,
because you want to do that now as well. We got buying or selling here. It is presented by our good buddy Damon Bunting. He is one of Edmonton's top producing realtors for the past 18 years. I can't find his thing, Jay. There it is. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Okay, buying or selling. Zach Hyman's return is imminent. Not tonight.
Yeah, probably Saturday.
I asked this on Two Guys and a Goalie, but I really want to know your thoughts on it. Because there's going to be line shuffling. And don't forget Nuge, whenever he returns, right?
Yeah.
Probably on this road trip.
Well, he's not with the team right now, though.
I
so
guess,
we'll
see. Is the line of Draisaitl, Roslovic, and Podkolzin untouchable when you have to reshuffle these lines? Given that they have been their best 5-on-5 line by far recently.
I would say that they would prefer not to touch that. I mean, I would put Hyman back with McDavid, and until Nugent Hopkins gets back, I would keep giving Savoy reps there. Now, once Nugent Hopkins is back, though, I guess it depends how Savoy is playing. I mean, maybe if Savoy keeps playing well, you go Savoy, Hyman, and McDavid, and Nugent Hopkins could maybe be a center on a line. But I think I'd still like Podkolzin to finish more. Maybe he just never will. But yeah, I mean, untouchable is a pretty strong term.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say it's the line that probably they would tinker with the least. Because Mangiapane's kind of, I mean, maybe you'd have a third line of Nugent Hopkins, Mangiapane, and I don't know, Frederick.
Sure. Yeah. Now, what happens
on the wing? I don't know.
Frederick, I guess, would be off PP1 with the return of Hyman.
Yes.
But even when Nuge returns, is that now Roslovic's spot
on PP1?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No way.
No. I think you put the power play back together.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been going gangbusters this year.
Because he has a couple power play goals, which wasn't why he was brought in for. No, I think you put the 5 back together.
Well, unfair,
Plus, I don't think Roslovic would supplant Nuge. I think he would supplant Hyman if they were going to keep anybody off. Because Perry supplanted Hyman last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question, though.
Buying or selling? Here's my notes.
Yeah, where are your notes?
I think I hear him coming now.
Well, we kind of went over this a little bit earlier. Well, no, I'll ask you a different one. Was that, aside from the New York Rangers game, was that the best that you've seen of Stu Skinner?
Yeah, he was solid last night. I mean, he made some tough saves. He wasn't peppered.
But he made some steady Eddie saves, including one in overtime.
Good saves. Yeah, and then another good overtime game. That was a pretty good game. I mean, you only allow one, but this is why I said this about the offside. Because you know somebody right now is sitting at their computer in the nasty chat typing, Reedy let in 2 goals. One didn't count.
I mean,
too bad it didn't count.
If he lets in 2 goals, that's below the average that they've been letting in this year.
Yes, I that would have been what I'm trying to think on the road trip, because there was one of the games he played. Did he play against the Islanders and still played pretty good in that game, I thought, but the Oilers gave up breakaways and weren't very good in that game in front of him. But yeah, that would be one of his top 3 appearances of the year, I would think.
Yeah. And do you think it's fair to, because this is the world we live in. Stu Skinner is going to be criticized a lot, commended rarely. Right?
Well, from some circles, sure.
Well, sure, but even in a game like last night, like you said, well, he did let in 2. Yeah, well, why aren't you talking about Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, 2 superstars in the NHL? Why aren't you talking about them and not finishing and not scoring? They're ranked 17th in the NHL in goals for per games played.
Right.
That's not good enough when you have 2 of the best players in the world on your roster.
Yeah.
But that's not being talked about.
No, they're not. The Oilers aren't great 5-on-5. Then that's going to continue to be a concern for me until they start producing more 5-on-5. And that's the thing yesterday. They had the puck possession in the zone time to score more than 1 goal. So why didn't they do it? I mean, Philadelphia is, this stingy team. They don't let teams into their zone. Well, the Oilers were in the zone most of the first 2 periods. So the Oilers overcame a Philadelphia strength, but they couldn't finish. Got a limerick here from Bronco Nick. Bronco Nick has returned to the EST sphere. My daughter is in love with Vegas, I fear. Broncos are on fire, winning games at the wire. Hopefully their offense has another gear.
Well, they'll need another gear.
Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl?
Doubtful. But possible.
Yeah, still possible.
Of course.
Seahawks Rams this Sunday. That's going to be a good one, too.
That's going to be a shootout.
All right. The mystery athlete of the game for Hudson's Canada's Pub. Who is getting the $25 GC? Mex back in the win column. All right. Is that actually his first win of the year?
Well, he was away for a while. So, yeah, I do think it is.
I think it is. So, the clues were 1988, 1991, 1992. If we were giving out additional clues, they would have been 1996 and 1998. The mystery athlete of the game is one of the most famous athletes since organized pro sports began. Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Those were the 5 years in which he won NBA MVP. It was Michael Jordan. This wasn't one of these where people were like, who's that, Reid? Why are you making us guess some obscure person?
Right.
Well, I wasn't. I was trying to get you to guess one of the most famous athletes of all time.
How long has it been since an American-born player won an NBA MVP?
I think it was 2015.
That's crazy.
Wait, who was it that year? Harden?
But I mean, that's 10 years. So it would have been Giannis.
Yeah, here, let's get the list here. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Giannis, Jokic.
Oh, sorry, it's 2018. 2018, and it was Harden.
Obviously, SGA.
Last year.
Was...
You've named everybody except one guy.
Doncic? No.
No, you said Jokic, right?
Jokic.
So Antetokounmpo won in 19 and 20. Jokic won in 21, 22, and 24. SGA won last year.
Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
His name's escaping.
Joel Embiid.
There you go.
Yeah, who's listed as a player from, he's from Cameroon originally.
Yeah.
So it's been since 2018 since an American player won the NBA MVP.
Interesting.
Kind of crazy. All right, 780-218-9999 is how you can text us. It's the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. When we get back, the Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment is something Jay Milne witnessed in person. We're also going to have our 40-ounce steaks. The Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola is at 4:30. If you're on YouTube, do not delay. Get in there and click the thumbs up ASAP, where we might be able to get to 100 here in just a 90-minute show but we need you to jump in and do that as quickly as possible. Here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
You want to talk about dodging a bullet. Your Oilers last night, the beneficiaries of that offside. And hey, listen,
it's an illegal goal.
Part of it. I was sort of doing some stuff and I had the game on and I heard they score and everyone goes crazy. I look and I go, oh my God, 23 seconds left. And like when anything bad happens with the Oilers, all I think about is, oh my God, Gazzola's post-game show is going to be crazy.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems. But did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
It's a rematch of Monday's game for the Oilers. They face the Blue Jackets on the road. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thomson preview the game during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Coverage starts at 4:30 right here on EST. Around the league, Winnipeg hits the ice in Seattle. The Stars and Canadiens battle while Anaheim takes on Detroit. And out west, Quinn Hughes of the Canucks is out day-to-day, missing practice this morning. He's been battling injuries this season, sustaining an upper body injury against the Jets on Tuesday, returning to finish the game. And the 26-year-old also missed 4 games with a lower body ailment. Canucks and Hurricanes go tomorrow. Kicking off in the NFL, New York battles New England. The Pats are 8-2 on the season, first in the AFC East, while the Jets are last in the division at 2-7. Join Lieutenant Eric for the game at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. Kickoff at 6:15. In the association, the Raptors are back in action, challenging the Cavs at 5. With 2 other games around the league, the Hawks play the Jazz while Indiana visits Phoenix. Both of those games start at 7 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, so here's what I want you to remember. At 4:30, Jay and I will slide out of the studio. Tom Gazzola will slide that scrumptious butt in here. And we will have him hosting the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. That goes until 5:30. Now at 5:30, the Oilers and the Blue Jackets, well, more like 5:40, they will start. Jay and I will give you live updates. I mean, you might be driving or whatever. We'll give you live updates. Plus, between 5:30 and 6, we'll do our words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library, and we will bring you the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. which is totally Jay's Jay who is running that.
Yeah, Chevy Thomas.
That'll be good.
5th year Golden Bear receiver, but beyond what he's done on the field, what he's doing off the field is incredible.
Oh, good to know. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to find out myself.
Yes, you are.
That'll be pretty cool. All right, let's dive into the Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment. This is going to be a good one. Alberta Blue Cross, running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed just for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
You know, old Roscoe's going for that overtime goal tonight, Jay.
Well, that would be courageous. That would be a moment for sure. But this moment happened last night. My oldest daughter, Grace, plays on the U15 Southwest Mambas basketball team.
Mambas?
Mambas.
Wasn't that Kobe's nickname? Was he the Black Mamba?
Yeah.
Or one of his nicknames?
So they're the Mambas.
Okay.
This team
now,
is
do they have, so I have to ask. Sorry for interrupting. Do they have a live snake as a mascot?
It depends on the night of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Sometimes it's available, sometimes it's not.
I want to go when it's snake night.
It is a python. It is a python.
All right.
So she plays on this team. Unfortunately, my daughter at a tournament over the weekend, she sprained her ankle.
Oh, tough.
So she's a little lame right now.
Okay.
So she couldn't play.
Okay.
Last night. Lame is a horse term. If your horse is, three-legged, their horse is lame.
Is it time for the magic blue curtain?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'm really.
Yeah. So she wasn't playing.
Okay.
Now this is also fall break. So several of the players couldn't be there.
Well, they're in Acapulco.
Well, or Fairmont, or, wherever, Banff, I'm sure.
Do people still go to Acapulco?
Red Deer.
Didn't that used to be the hot place to go?
Acapulco used to be the spot.
That's where you'd
Everybody's
go.
uncle had I partied in Acapulco.
Like when I was a kid, everybody was like, we're going to Acapulco. And I'm like, is that by Ponoka?
Or Mazatlan.
Is that a suburb of Ponoka?
Mazatlan. Mazatlan was good too.
Yeah, what is it now? It's like Puerto Vallarta? Not Puerto Vallarta. Playa de Carmen?
Yeah, Playa del Carmen. I don't know.
What's still in Mexico where they go?
Cabo San Jose. Cabo San Lucas.
Yeah, well, that's Sammy Hager likes that.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
The courageous moment.
Right.
Your daughter's basketball team.
So she's out.
So the kids are away. Yes,
several of the kids are away, including the head coach. He's away on a family trip with their kids. So April, my wife, is an assistant coach. So she's obviously, okay, I'll coach. I'll step up and I'll be the head coach for this game. Well, with all these girls away, with Grace on the mend, they had 5 players that they could play this game.
No way.
5 players. Now, this is Tier 1 basketball. This is good basketball.
This is not St. Vincent's.
This is not St. Vincent's School
it's
for
better
Poorly.
than St. Vincent's. Yeah.
Probably. So it's decent basketball. 5 players. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Well, these 5 players go out, and they're smashing them. They're up 15 after the first quarter. Second quarter comes along. One of the girls fouls out.
In the second quarter.
Because you can't sub anybody out. If somebody's getting fouls,
right,
you can't
good point.
say, okay, you need a cool off. Well, you don't have that choice.
Okay.
So one of the girls fouled out early in the second quarter. They're playing with 4 players. They're still winning. They were up by 10 at halftime. 4 girls playing 5 girls.
Okay.
Third quarter, they're still up, but it's getting a little tighter. But they're still up. They go into the fourth quarter. Another girl fouls out with like 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They were up, I think, 5 at that point. So now they have 3 girls playing against 5 girls. Reid, they played their hearts out. I've never seen, and don't forget, no subs. These girls are dog tired. They have no legs. They're trying. The effort that was put in was honestly courageous.
Right.
For these 3 girls. And they ended up losing the game in the last seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
They lost the game by 1 point. But I'll tell you, that memory that those girls have, even the ones that were fouled, even Grace sitting on the bench, is something they'll never forget. That they just didn't say, oh, well, throw in the towel, we're going to get crushed. No, they fought their butts off, man. It was incredible. to have a game where there's 10 people on the court and there's 5-on-3 and they almost pulled it out.
Yeah.
The coach came over. The coach of the other team came over to April, my wife, after the game.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know what I would have done if we had lost that. Like, that would have been the worst loss.
Like, how do you get the kids? How do you get your kids up after?
Yeah.
Okay, we just lost to 60% of a team. Let's keep working.
So kudos to the Southwest U15 Mambas. That was a courageous moment that you all were a part of last night. You should be proud of yourself. You should be proud for not giving up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people could have just said, oh, I'm hurt.
Okay, now.
Oh, I'm tired.
So it was Grace that was injured and on the bench?
Yeah.
Did she ever think, I might have to go in there just to be a warm body?
Well, I told April after, I'm like, you probably should, next time, if you ever are faced with this dilemma, put her on the roster. She could stand out there
Even if
and
she
at
stands
least
under the
distribute
basket,
the ball.
yeah.
At least, so... But man, that was just, that was cool. I get goosebumps thinking about it because they really were up against it.
Yeah.
And nobody quit. Nobody quit. That is the easiest thing to do in a situation like that. You say, I can't do that. I'm tired. I'm done. Oh, my ankle hurts. Oh, my hamstring hurts. None of them did that.
That's a good one.
So good on them.
That's a good one.
Very, very proud of those girls.
The Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. Tell you what, if you are with us this afternoon, thank you, whether you're on YouTube, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn Radio. If you are on YouTube, let's make a final rally here to get to 100 thumbs up. That'd be awesome to do it. And basically, this portion of the show is half of a regular show.
Thumbs up for the Mambas.
Yeah, and these thumbs don't carry over to our 5:30 to 6 show. So that's why I'm pushing to get to 100 here in what amounts to half of a normal show. So please do not delay any further. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button or send the show link off to somebody else so they can hit the thumbs up button. Oilers Blue Jackets at the bottom of the hour. Oilers trying to win 3 in a row. They're 8-6-4 on the season. The Jackets are 8-7-1. Boone Jenner not going to play for the Blue Jackets. Pickard against Greaves is your expected goaltending matchup. We're going to have 40-ounce steaks when we get back.
Edmonton hits the ice in Columbus to wrap up their back-to-back. The Oilers winning their last 2 games in overtime while the Blue Jackets beat the Kraken in their last contest. Tom Gazzola and Ben Thomson go live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, teeing up the action. Tune in at 4:30 only on EST. 9 other games on tap. The Sharks and Flames face off in Calgary, while the Avalanche look to roll the Sabres at home, and Florida plays host to Washington. Out west, Quinn Hughes of the Canucks is out day-to-day, missing practice this morning. He's been battling injuries this season, sustaining an upper body injury against the Jets on Tuesday. He returned to finish that game. The 26-year-old also missed 4 games with a lower body ailment. It's the Canucks and Hurricanes going tomorrow. On the field, the Jets and Patriots kick off at 6:15. New York 2-7 on the year, having New England 8-2, winners of 7 straight. Watch the game with Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. In NBA action, there's 3 games on tap. The Raptors take on the Cavaliers with tip-off at 5. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call Advantage Sports Medicine at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, the Reid Wilkins Show returns with some steaks in studio. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Luke Gazdick. After about 8 minutes into the second period, Rick Tocchet threw his 4th line out there. They were running around like crazy. Then Sealer hits McDavid. The whole tone of the game changed after that. The Oil had no pushback for them. And this is the Philadelphia Flyers. This isn't the Florida Panthers, right? I thought Philly took over the game. And from then on in, it was just about surviving for the Oil.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret, unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, Oilers Blue Jackets at 5:30. We have the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show starting at 4:30 with Tom Gazzola to get you ready. We have a special guest here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. It's Pat from the Canadian Brewhouse. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You?
Well, what have you brought us here? Can I cut into this while we're talking?
Cut into it, buddy.
I'm going to have to section this up. This is incredible. This is the second time you've brought us this, at least while I've worked at EST, and it's amazing every time. So what do I all have, and Jay as well, in front of us here?
So you got a 40-ounce steak.
Oh, wow.
Hand cut by our amazing chefs at every Canadian brewhouse across Canada. Comes with a seasonal veg, which is green beans and beets, a cheese toast, and newly improved potato gratin. So we call it the
perfect. That's
bougie
good.
mashed potatoes.
It's good.
That is perfectly cooked.
That's a PJ thing. PJ's been at Lewis Estates cooking for me all day, so it's awesome. Steak after steak. So yeah, $49.99, baby. You had I think I brought you tomahawk, so you're actually new to 40 ounces. You had a 32-ounce tomahawk, I think.
Oh, we got fake 40 ounces.
Well, you got tomahawks, which are a little pricier. But it is the fake.
Am I allowed to have some bread too?
Oh,
my
you
word,
want, man! Eat whatever you'd like.
So good. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, I freaked out everybody. How many brew houses in the Edmonton area?
I'm gonna put me on the spot.
Did you run all
I think
of them?
12. No, I'm just the.
What's your title again?
I'm the regional sales director. All I do is throw shakers, parties, events, catering, food trucks, anything you want. But I do love the brew house more than most people. So when we have an opportunity like this to come bring the food to you guys, we bring them in. This is our signature event. I think it's going on 12 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Our number one selling ticketed event, like we're at 7,500 steaks is what we're going to sell.
Okay.
Across Canada. And people love this. People do this when we don't have a ticketed event. They call me and they're like, I'm bringing 30 guys down. Can we do 40-ounce steak night? And I'm like, okay,
really?
Let's do it.
And you just do it.
They're hand cut by all our chefs in store, right? This isn't like hey, we pre-order. This is we bring in the loins, they trim it, they cut it, they weigh it.
And is this going on across the country next weekend?
Across the country, Canada-wide, except no Banff, no airport, no ice house. But yeah, Canada-wide November 22nd and then November 21st, Manning and Fort Saskatchewan.
Okay, people can go get tickets right now?
They can go on our website. You can click the links for events. You can go on Open Table events as well and buy your tickets on there. And then you can book your reservation without even talking to one person.
Are these beets?
They are beets.
I never used to eat beets. I love beets.
I love beets. These potatoes are off the charts.
Yeah, everything's good.
Yeah, PJ's very proud about the potatoes, and they are very good.
Congrats, PJ.
I've known you the last few months. A little over a year since I started working here. But I've never asked you, how did you get such a fun job? I want to know your story a little bit. I'm sorry if I don't know it.
I'll do it quick. I got recruited to get to work as a bartender by Ian Scott, who's the only reason that I'm at the brew house.
Okay.
Started at the bottom. Well, I started as a bartender and then worked my way up. 1 year later, I'm Fort McMurray Brewhouse general manager, came back, Ellerslie, regional, sales guy. Then they made up this position. Mike Wheeler and Alex Dunn, who are beauties, made up this position and said, let's try this sales gig for a bar.
Okay.
And yeah, then all of a sudden, fast forward 2.5 years later, our department is doubled. So Robbie is my partner in Calgary. Shout out Robbie Garraway, who's also started up here in Edmonton.
Okay.
And then, yeah, one thing leads to another. I got drop kicked by little James at the bear event at Ellerslie 1 year. And then I fell in love with Dusty in Yukon. And yeah, I've got some funny stories. Now that Dusty doesn't work for them, I actually made Dusty take a power nap in the middle of a Super Bowl giveaway at our store.
Oh, really?
While Vav walked by and he's like, hey, where's Dusty? I'm like, oh, he's just in the back. He's like, I just saw Dusty sleeping in his car. I'm like, okay, Vav, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. But yeah, so that's how it started.
That's incredible. This 40-ounce steak night, it's $49.99.
Yes, sir.
But don't you get a bottle of this fantastic sauce?
You do. This, unfortunately, I think Awanik.
Somebody took them.
And
they were here earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to blame the people that aren't here. So Eric,
that's always what you got to do.
Eric and Maddie probably took the bottles of steak sauce. Our amazing owners have been trying to sell our bottled sauce forever. I'm going to say 10 years in the making. It's finally available. Ribeye butcher shops all across Alberta, Tesoro in Windermere, and all the brew houses. You can buy a bottle of steak sauce and Asian ginger. And when you buy this ticket, you get to go home with a bottle of steak sauce.
So you're actually only paying $39.99.
You're only paying $39.99.
Essentially.
Yeah.
That's for this. Wow. Like, honestly, this will feed my family.
Yeah. Some people call it a roast. Some people come with two people. We don't judge, but other people will judge if you're sharing it. But we don't. We support everybody.
I don't think you need to be judged.
Yeah. But at the beginning, it was always like they thought it was a competition.
Oh.
But Maddie's been bragging that he's ate 1.5 of these.
We don't know if that's true or not.
We don't know if that's true.
There's no way we know if that's true.
No.
So who could verify that?
Nobody.
Nobody knows.
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah, it's a great event.
Oilers, Blue Jackets. What are your thoughts?
Well, we were talking earlier, and right now, Oilers haven't won there in 6 years. Is that true?
Yeah, because in 20 they didn't play there.
Yeah, so 6
their last
years.
2019 was the last win. Then there was the 1 year they didn't play that division, right? So
yeah, we don't have enough time for me to talk about Skinner, so I'm just gonna say Oilers win. I guess I have to. Do I not?
No, you say whatever you want.
Oh, you say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I said the Oilers were only going to win 2 games on this trip.
Yeah, I don't think the Oilers. I think Columbus has their number, and I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think who's starting Skinner.
Pickard.
Well, we might have a better chance then. I'll take Oilers to win confidently then.
Here's the thing. The one thing that's in the Oilers' favor, first of all, Jenner's out. First game after a road trip for the Jackets, like a five gamer, first game back home.
Okay.
They just played in Seattle a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And they were in Edmonton the day before, so they've been busy traveling as well. In this case, sometimes the team off the back-to-back gets the jump. So maybe the Oilers actually score some early goals today. Maybe.
Is the goalie starting his first ever NHL goal against game against us?
Again.
Is there any rookies playing on the Columbus Blue Jackets?
I can't remember.
Tonight?
Why do you buy into all those?
That's not a buying in. That's a legit
No, it isn't.
thing.
It happens with every team. Every team has former players score against them.
If Skinner's not in net, I'm not going to ask the goal in the first 5 shots,
Skinner
but I will
won
ask.
last night.
I will ask everything.
Skinner won last night.
He almost lost it for us. So.
Oh, did he?
Oh, OT. All right, right before OT, they called it back offside. We got lucky.
That was his fault, eh?
We got lucky. It's always Skinner's fault until he wins us a cup, Reader. That's just what happens.
No, that's fine. I'm just asking.
This could be a weekly hit.
Yeah, I'm talking from a diehard Oiler season ticket holder fan. Okay, I count on sports, Canadian sports, right?
Yeah.
I want the Oilers to go as far as possible, but I just don't want them to go as far as possible and lose.
Break your heart.
And break my heart. You know who breaks our heart? Stuart Skinner. Great guy, probably, but breaks.
Yeah, I'm not arguing
grown
with
men's
you. I'm
hearts.
just asking questions.
I know. I just get riled up when Skinner's like my trigger word.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would never rile somebody up on purpose. I would never do that.
That's not in
amazing
in
meal.
playbook.
This is an amazing meal. The steak, but like everything. I want to remember like people to know everything.
These potatoes
is great.
And it's hard to. You're right, Reid, because when you're staring down at this beautiful cut of beef, and you're still complimenting the potatoes, that
don't
says a
forget
lot about everything.
stuff. All right, we got to go. Pat, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Canadian Brew House. Go to their website. Look at for the 40-ounce steak night. Tom's coming up.
Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this. My name's Jay Milne. #Blue. Our sports update deliverer. The Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid? You might be honest. All right, here's